Texas Capital Management Studios. This is AM 1280, The Patriot, WWTC, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Intelligent Radio.
With SRN News, I'm Michael Harrington in Washington. One of Major League Baseball's young stars is dead. Marlins pitcher Jose Fernandez killed this morning in a boating accident off Miami Beach.
Last night at 3:15 a.m., Coast Guard was out on patrol. As they were exiting Government Cunt, they noticed a vessel upside down on the north side jetty.
Lorenzo Velaz of the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. Major League Baseball says it is, quote, stunned and devastated by the death of the 24-year-old Fernandez. Today's game between the Marlins and Braves has been canceled. Authorities say the 20-year-old suspect in Friday's Washington State Mall shooting said nothing and appeared, quote, zombie-like when he was arrested last night. 20-year-old Arkan Çetin is originally from Turkey. He'll appear in court tomorrow. This is SRN News.
Michael Medved agrees with Trump on immigration.
On this, I agree with Donald Trump, that it is entirely appropriate that we have an immigration system that is based on what is going to work best for the United States, not what will benefit individual immigrants. I know almost anyone immigrating to the United States will benefit, but that doesn't mean that the whole world is entitled to come here.
The Michael Medved Show, afternoons at 2 on AM 1280, The Patriot, Intelligent Radio.
You're listening to AM 1280 The Patriot Intelligent Radio, online at am1280thepatriot.com. With the AM 1280 The Patriot Discount Deals Program, you can save 50% or more on great products and services in the Twin Cities. Visit am1280thepatriot.com and use the keyword deals to start saving today. Quick look at weather from the Benjamin Franklin Public Weather Center. Mostly sunny with a high near 67 today. Chance of thunderstorms overnight. Mostly sunny and a high near 63 tomorrow. Stay tuned for Real Estate Chalk Talk right here on AM 1280 The Patriot.
AM 1280, The Patriot.
Some of the world's greatest cities were built around rivers. Now you can encounter them with a breathtaking river cruise at half price through Travel Leaders Apple Valley. This is Sarah Buttroff. Vienna, Paris, Shanghai, Budapest. You'll see them as never before aboard the world's most award-winning river cruise line on state-of-the-art vessels. Now, Travel Leaders Apple Valley is offering you a 2017 early booking discount for Viking River Cruises. 2-for-1 cruise fares. This offer expires September 30th, so don't miss the boat. Plan now to sail into the heart of the world's greatest cities next year. To reserve your Viking River cruise at these amazing 2-for-1 rates, call me at Travel Leaders Apple Valley, 952-432-6272. That's 952-432-6272, or online at travelleaders.com/AppleValleyMN.
This is Dan Proft from AM 560 The Answer in Chicago for townhall.com. In a 2004 interview on the topic of his faith, President Obama was asked for his definition of sin. He answered, quote, being out of alignment with my values. Obama signaled his belief that he is above the law, his own God, really. But the GOP failed to call him on the question and press him to amplify his answer. Recently, Hillary Clinton was asked by Charlie Rose if what she did regarding her private email server was wrong. Hillary answered, quote, well, it was wrong because look what it has generated, end quote. So wrong only exists for Hillary when an act makes her look bad and thus jeopardizes her political ambitions. Hillary has already amplified the message that, for all practical purposes, she too is her own God. In 2016, the GOP would do well to call the question. If you don't want America to become an autocratic government with everyone doing what's right in their own eyes, then you probably shouldn't vote for someone who seems to think she is her own God, right? I'm Dan Proft.
Giving your computer problems the boot. Arby's Computer Service.
Hi, I'm Randy with Arby's Computer Service. What do you do when you see your computer or server start acting strange and wonder if it might have just been hacked? You just restart it and hope all is well? Many do, and that is where you're playing with fire. Imagine all of your data in the hands of someone who is not concerned about what happens to you or your company after they sell your information on the black market. If someone is not watching over your equipment like we do for many others, you are gambling with all of that data. They can even encrypt your computer and hold it hostage until you pay a ransom to get it back, or worse yet, steal your personal identity. Our RB's Computer Service has solutions for you. All you need to do is call us. Do that now before you forget. Our number is 763-441-3884 or find us on the web at rbsmn.com. And remember to use us for all of your tablet and smartphone repairs too. Once more, 763-441-3884.
Giving your computer problems the boot. RB's Computer Service.
Gather round. It's time for your Real Estate Chalk Talk with the Hittner Group at Coldwell Banker Burnett. Listen closely as your coaches discuss the culture, the economy, and the political scene, and how it affects your home and your real estate investments. Real Estate Chalk Talk is where you learn the science of buying and selling real estate and the art of living in your home. Your education begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, good afternoon. I'm Keith Hittner Sr. together with Keith Hittner Jr. and the money man, Kelvin Kaemingk, and we are broadcasting from the Rack Shack Barbecue Studios here in the Twin Cities. We're going to talk about the science of buying and selling real estate and the art of living in your home this afternoon. RealEstateChalkTalk.com is your place to go to find your search tools and vendor contact information, help you fix up your home, get it all set for the holidays, or get it ready for sale. Whichever one you choose to do. If you need some advice, call us at 612-627-8000. That's the number to call if you need help. Remember, we can't help you if you don't call. And we are coming into that fall, crispy holiday party season, and barbecue is a favorite party food, and it's so darn affordable. Give Elliot a call at the Rack Shack Barbecue catering line, 612-326-0430, or simply go to rackshackbarbecue.com or bbqmn.com. Take you right to the catering page, and you can fill out a little contact information and get yourself all hooked up for a great, great holiday party. All throughout the fall, there's good parties, fall parties, Halloween parties.
We can have a party every day.
Doggone it, that's what you should do. Life is a party.
That's right.
Rack Shack Barbecue is America's food, and it's the right thing to do. We got a good show today, guys. We got Garen from Popalock is on. We're going to be talking about safety and locks and how easy it is to keep your home secure. Tom is here from TPM Flooring. I'm excited to talk with Thomas. We haven't chatted in quite a while. So
we'll have the opportunity to talk about replacing wet carpet, I assume, right? Yep. In this segment with Tom. We've had a lot of weather around the metro area.
Kelvin's going to bring us up to speed on the Fed's lack of activity, which is good to hear. And we're going to chat a little bit about what Kelvin's actually doing for me personally, which after, about 4 years of arm twisting, I'm finally going along with the deal. Keith Areno, what are you going to do?
I want to spend some time on the weather and how it affects homes. We have some great vendors on the team. If you go to the website, realestatechalktalk.com, you can access some exterior guys that could help you out there in New Life Contracting. And, of course, Tom Michaud from TPM Flooring. So they go hand in hand right now with the way the weather has been affecting people's homes. We've had some flooding in the areas, water in basements, things like that. So I want to spend some time with folks on the air today talking a little bit about that and things that people can do when they do see a storm coming to help them. But in some cases around, you look at the news and you just couldn't be helped. So, yeah.
Good.
That's the plan.
Okay, bring us up to speed, Kelvin. You've have your nose pressed to the morning television every day. Trump is coming on. He's coming on strong. You're going to owe me that steak dinner.
I can't wait to buy you
Trump
that dinner.
steaks.
We are going to go down. We're going to get Trump steaks at the Capitol Grill. That's what I'm talking about.
Give me a little preview of the debate coming up tomorrow. What do you think is happening there?
Well, I'm going to have the bowl of popcorn at my side with a brisk cup of ice.
You're going cold coffee.
I'm going cold
that?
coffee on that one because it's going to be so hot. This is what I predict: is that
first of all, when is the debate on?
Monday night.
Monday night.
I know, but what
night.
time? I have hockey, so what time?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what channel? Do you know?
It'll be on everything.
I know, but I don't have TV, so I want to know where I need to
I don't have a
TV.
Yeah. Can I go to someone's house because I can't afford cable?
Okay, so you guys don't know.
Go online to CNET. It'll be on that. Yeah.
What do you think?
Anyhow, Trump will win.
And there
Trump
it is.
will win the debate. I mean, he'll
well, it's a good show, everybody.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
He's
going to keep his cool. Right, she's going to try to get under his skin. He's going to keep his cool. He'll come on right away. He'll say he's glad to see that she's here. Hope she's feeling all right. And that will just kind of start it, right? right there.
Yeah, I don't think he'll keep his cool at all. He can mess up not having any competition on the stage. He can say something stupid. So I'm real concerned that he'll put his foot in his mouth.
I don't think he will.
You don't think so?
No, I think he's.
I hope I'm wrong. I just always am.
I think he's learned his lesson on that because
Think so?
every time he does that, he drops. And he's got to claw his way back. But if he does something really good, he always bumps a couple of points.
If he could show himself very presidential in that debate and just and still go after her, but do it in a respectful manner, I think it will really help him. And he's coming on strong in a number of the key states, and he's actually ahead in a couple states now. I mean,
and his policies are actually good.
Well, his policies are good, but no one looks at that.
Well, they will, though. I mean, if you stay on that, stay on policy and all that stuff, his policies are actually pretty doggone good.
Yeah.
So
I think certainly that's what he needs to do is show himself as presidential. He hasn't. He's done more of that in the last, say, 3 months or so. But prior to that, he definitely has this following of a fair amount of interesting people. So he has them, right? He's got them hooked, and to switch over now and make an appeal to kind of your general Republican base and show yourself as presidential, he really needs the support from those people. The people that say the never Trump people, he's got to switch those people over. Even the conservatives, the Republicans, he's got to switch those people over and appeal to them to show that he can really get the job done.
There's going to be a movement on the never. We were just talking about on the never Trump people to get them out of office.
Yeah.
There's going to be a backlash on that deal. Those people are not going to get reelected.
More importantly than the presidential campaign.
I have one more thing on that. And Keith is going to do a contest on Facebook on our Real Estate Chalk Talk, or Facebook Real Estate Chalk Talk. Which color tie? We got to know which color tie he's going to wear.
He'll go red.
You think he'll go red?
Yep.
White, silver?
Standard power red tie.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. What do you think?
I don't know. He might wear a Trump tie.
Well, yeah, but what color?
But he's got he wears light colored ties a lot. He wears a lot of white ties.
Well, you can't wear a white tie on a white suit, on a white shirt.
Oh, he does.
He'll have a blue suit, red. I mean,
You think so?
Well, yeah, of course.
He'll look like
Can we move on?
Hold on. He'll look like that doll that Senior has in his office.
Have a Trump doll.
You're fired. You're fired.
I should fire. You're so bad. I should fire myself just for having you around. That's one of the things.
Well, more importantly, Vikings. Let's talk real quick.
Much more important.
Important.
They play Carolina.
They play Carolina.
Did Carolina win the Super Bowl last year or the year before? I don't recall. Cam Newton, big guy.
Cam Newton. Yep.
He
well,
crushed
not
it last
year.
week. Last week he was like 385 yards, 4 TDs.
But we have Sam Bradford.
I think Carolina is second in the power rankings or something like that, and we're 7th.
Yep.
So we're looking pretty good. We are playing in Carolina or
Correct.
at home.
Yeah.
So we're playing in Carolina. I don't know if we see our first loss. Our defense is pretty good.
I know.
Man.
Our defense is good. The offensive
we can have
line
all
sucks.
people falling off. And
they do. Our run. They have decent pass protection, but as far as run goes, Sam Bradford's not getting smoked. He's hanging in there.
He have no pass protection.
We have okay pass protection.
He had horrible pass protection. They're a run block. They're a running team. They're a running line. They don't
do. Okay, so how many yards did AP get before his knee blew
AP's
out?
over. That's done. Just put that.
So
he's out.
Any running back though on our team.
Yep.
So they don't have any run defense.
Run
offense.
They have no line.
Okay.
Sam Bradford will be out by
mid-season,
mid-season.
right?
He'll be out by mid-season because the line can't protect.
So what are they going to do? They're going to win? They're going to pull it out?
They'll win. That's good defense.
Just because we love it. We love our Vikings. So we got to root for them. So.
Hey, real quickly, Senior, talk about green cards.
You know, we have an interesting case this week. Keith and I were talking about earlier in the week. I said, every once in a while you get something that's interesting, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just really interesting. Here's a case, not our buyer. You know, you have chains of transactions where this guy's buying this, and then he's selling and buying that, and he's selling and buying that. So we have a chain like 4 deep. And the first rung on the ladder are people who are in from another country, and they are going to buy their first house. We're grateful for that. And suddenly they get a week before closing, and Wells Fargo, our beloved Wells Fargo, who has been so problematic over the last couple of years, has finally decided to look at the file and determine that their green card has expired.
Perfect.
So yeah, perfect. So then they just deny the loan. Can't do it. So we call Jared, because Jared is a he's documented, but he's a documented green card holder from Canada, but he knows all the rules.
He knows it well.
And he just fixed a deal just like this for us. Same scenario, another lender with someone else's buyer, our lister, a green card problem. Jared fixed it. So we get a hold of these guys, said talk to Jared. Jared tells them what they've got to do. They've got to get their passport stamped, whatever it is, and can't stamp the passport. That's why we hear back, can't get the passport stamped. And we say, well, why not? Well, we don't have a passport. You don't have a passport. How did you get here? Well, they came here. They are were granted asylum.
So Wells Fargo, they cut the loan off or denied the loan.
Denied the loan.
We're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna head out to break. We'll fill you in on the other side.
Oh my gosh!
Whoa.
I can't wait.
Oh man, there's a clip
in here on asylum, canceled loan. What's gonna happen? We'll be right back. This is Real Estate Chalk Talk. Log on to realestatechalktalk.com. That's realestatechalktalk.com, or give us a call 612-627-8000. That's 612-627-8000. And remember that website one more time is realestatechalktalk.com. We'll be right back.
Get that Rack Shack attack, Rack Shack barbecue, ooh, 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 yeah.
AM 1280, The Patriot.
Coldwell Banker Burnett serves home buyers and sellers in Minnesota and western Wisconsin. Our professional sales associates provide a full-service, one-stop shopping real estate experience. And we've got the latest technology to market your home or assist with your home search. Visit cbburnett.com online or on your web-enabled cell phone. Coldwell Banker apps are also available for your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Wherever you go, we've got the home search tools you need. Go to cbburnett.com.
Today's stringent lending guidelines are challenging enough, so when you're finally ready to close, call up Burnett Title to get the job done right. Since 1981, Burnett Title has been an industry leader providing title insurance and closing services for residential, new construction, and commercial transactions. With 19 closing locations, Burnett Title can expedite your closing whether it's in the Twin Cities, Rochester, St. Cloud, or western Wisconsin. For information, call 952-844-6200 or go to burnetttitle.com. 952-844-6200.
Hi, it's Mike Gallagher for Park Chrysler Jeep. As a former Jeep owner, I loved every minute of my Jeep experience. Whether running to the store or hitting the open road, there's no experience like it. Park Chrysler Jeep with their destination location in Burnsville.
You'll feel the difference when you walk in the door at family-owned Park Chrysler Jeep of Burnsville. Whether you're a Jeep fan or considering a Jeep for the first time, they invite you to stop in. If you're tired of your current vehicle or you just owe too much money on it, don't worry. Park Chrysler Jeep has a program for you. Now's the perfect time to get a quality new or used vehicle from Park Chrysler Jeep. Just 15 minutes south of the Mall of America in Burnsville. Park Chrysler Jeep. Online at parkchryslerjeep.com.
Family owned since 1957, there's a reason why people travel from out of state to have the Park Chrysler Jeep experience. Whether you need a Jeep or just need one service, there's only one, Park Chrysler Jeep, or online at parkchryslerjeep.com.
Congratulations! You finally found your dream home. They've accepted your offer. And now, you need a closing company that can bring it all home. What you need is Global Closing and Title Services. Global Closing and Title is licensed for residential and commercial transactions here in Minnesota and Wisconsin and can close anytime, anywhere at your convenience.
Call Global Closing and Title at 952-895-8400. That's 952-895-8400. Or go to gcstitle.com.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm the football your buddy fired through your windshield. The cooler that tumbled out of a pickup and onto the hood of your car. If you're a football fan, eventually we're gonna meet. So get Allstate, where agents help keep you protected from mayhem. Like me.
Are you in good hands?
Start protecting yourself from mayhem today. Call Allstate Agent Brady at 952-905-2735. Coverage subject to terms, qualifications, and availability. Allstate Indemnity Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
And now, we return to the purveyors of real estate knowledge. Your Real Estate Chalk Talk.
Hey, welcome back to the program. If you're just tuning in, this is Real Estate Chalk Talk, and we are broadcasting from the Rack Shack Barbecue Studio here in the Twin Cities.
Boom.
I'm Keith Hittner Sr. here with Keith Hittner Jr. and Kelvin Kaemingk, the Money Man.
Fully caffeinated.
612-627-8000 is the number to call if you want any help, advice, or anything else. 651-231-2500 if you want that great rate from Kelvin Kaemingk from American Mortgage and Equity Consultants.
Almost free. It's
almost free. So cheap, it's almost free. Okay, we went out to break last time. We were in the middle of telling a story about a canceled loan. And so we were talking about a canceled loan from Wells Fargo because of lack of green card and legal status. As it turns out, the buyer found a letter from the INS stating that
the borrower found it.
Well, he went through his file.
Oh,
he went
look
through
what
his
I
immigration
found.
file. They're applying for citizenship. They're
Okay.
working with an immigration attorney, and so they went through the file. They found a letter from INS saying that even if their green card expired, their legal status would remain intact. And then he found another letter. They retrieved another letter that was from 2002 or something like that, where he was granted asylum. And so they brought those two pieces of documentation to the loan officer, and then they had escalated that to the head underwriting area, wherever it is where they review things. And they said, that's all we need, good enough to go. So now the file's been sent back down, go through normal underwriting process. We'll
Gave him the
close
takeaway. That's what
a
it was.
week. I know it. But the point is that because the fact that we had experience in this and had just had this exact same scenario happen recently in another property in another area of town, we knew that this could get done. And we knew that if we just worked through it, that the file could close, whether it was going to close at Wells Fargo or close at Amex, which it would have. We just knew that the agent on the other side was ready to throw in the towel. He just figured it just wasn't going to close.
So typical.
Yeah, done. So that's what experience can do for you in a case like this. We love it when we have unusual circumstances that challenge us, so that we got to really dig down and.
Yeah, they're always fun.
Yeah, it makes it fun. Read things, and it doesn't make it too much fun for the client because they're all nervous
stressed out about
it. And but we did our best to reassure them because we were fairly confident that we're going to be able to work it out, unless the buyer was lying, and it's not our client, so we don't know, the real story. Sometimes there's the story that you're told, and then there's the real story. Let's chat a little bit with Garen here from Popalock, because I'd like to know a little bit about his company, and I know that our listeners would like to know, because Garen's been on the show before. Garen, tell us again now how you got into Popalock. What is Popalock, and what is your main focus?
Popalock is the nation's largest locksmith company. It's a franchise out of Lafayette, Louisiana. It's been around for about 30 years. And here in the Twin Cities metro area, the 7-county metro area, I own the franchise rights for Popalock. And what we are is a mobile locksmith company. We're a full-service locksmith company that provides unlocking services for vehicles and homes, as well as we provide a full line of automotive locksmith services, from making keys, fob replacements, programming. Even we do some ignition replacement work. We work in residential, specializing in all aspects of the home, of enhancing the security of your home, lock repairs. We do a process which I think everybody should take a look at, even if they're not purchasing a new home, but have been in a home for a period of time, of who all has keys and access to my home. If the babysitter has a key, maybe the babysitter's boyfriend has a key, and 4 or 5 years later, something takes place. You just really lose control over a period of time.
Yeah. Let me ask you about lock quality, because it's a question I have a lot of times. Back in the day when we had used to own garden centers, and we had O.M. Scott's was a brand that we carried, and there were the Scott's lawn products that you could buy at the mass merchandisers, and then there were the Lawn Pro products that you could only buy from a Lawn Pro, which means that you had to be a garden center or someone who was actually in the industry, not a mass merchandiser. Is there a similar situation with locks and the quality of locks that you can have that you just can't get at Home Depot?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Home Depot or any of the retailers will sell a variety of different locks, and it's based on the grade of the lock. Basically, you've got 3 grades. You got a grade 1, which is really a commercial, industrial. It's your top-end lock, so all the components are just manufactured differently, and also some of the locking mechanisms are different on grade 1s, but they're to stand the test of time.
Right.
And then you have what we call a mid-range lock, which we recommend a grade 2 for most applications, even for the home. Typically, you'll see at a retailer, you'll see a mixture of lower end grade 2 locks, and then predominantly grade 3 locks, which are what we would call a rental type of lock that you would replace more frequently. We purchase all of our stuff through distributors that come directly from the manufacturer, and the majority of that product is not for sale in the retail environment.
I make I observe things, of course, and you go into a house sometimes, and I pay attention to detail, I guess is what I would say. You go in a house, you turn a lock, and sometimes they're kind of grindy when you turn them, chunky, clunky, and then other ones you grab a hold of them and they're just like smooth. I mean, you can just tell from the turning, even on a passage door, you can just tell what is the difference there in the gear mechanisms or what? I mean, the metal or why is that? And they feel heavy too.
Yeah, typically with the grade of the lock, exactly what you said, the gears and the other components are metal versus in a lot of locks they could be plastic, and it's just the craftsmanship of them. I mean, they're designed, they fit together much tighter and more adhesive than lesser locks, and a lot of times it's just the installation of the lock too. Not everybody's a lock professional, and that's why you call a locksmith.
Yeah, I put my front door new handle on my old house prior to selling the home, and it was a little out of adjustment.
Yeah.
So, you get there, you got to lift up on it, stand on one leg, and then, give it a hip check, and then it goes right where you need it to go. So the locks will fail, though, over time, too. I mean, I live in a home that's 2001 built, not an old property, but certainly the locks have been used quite a bit. Or I had a deck door that was going to no deck, right? So it just sat there. And it just sat there for, 15 years and was never really used. And so it became real crunchy, like you describe. It's, you move it and it, makes noise. So they got to be replaced over time, I suppose, too. Wanted to talk a little bit in the waning moments of the segment here. Your process. There's a lot of locksmiths out there. There's local guys. There's national franchises like you guys are, right? Talk about where you guys are, your staff, your crew, how accessible you are, that type of thing.
Yep, great question. I think one of the key things in choosing a locksmith is going through the right process. And there's a lot of exposure, and there's a lot of very good locksmiths that have been in the business for a long time. They're local companies. They're going to provide you a good service at a reasonable cost. They're going to be trustworthy when they get there. Unfortunately, in our industry, there's got a deeper dark side to it, where there's a lot of scammers out there. So when you're choosing the locksmith, you really want to do your homework, and you need to check accreditations, check with the Better Business Bureau, check on Angie's List, Home Advisors, some of the key things of are these guys for real? Are they going to do the right thing?
They made a key for your house, and they've got one too.
Absolutely, or more so, you'll see if you're doing internet searches, a lot of the ads up the top of the page may not be a local locksmith company, and you'll be quoted $19, and when the locksmith gets there, there's this.
It's $119.
Exactly, and they're really preying on people that are in a distressed situation and need help.
So if we're going to your website, what is your website?
Our website is www.popalock, POPALOCKMN.com.
Okay.
And we have over 7 technicians and locksmiths here in the Twin Cities area. We're a mobile service, so we can travel to your location. We're open 24 hours a day.
Cool.
And we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We've had the Super Service Award with Angie's List.
What's a good phone number for you?
Good phone number is 612-331-3093.
Local phone number. Say one more time.
612-331-3093.
That's Popalock MN. We're going to head out to break here. Thank you so much for coming in. This is your Real Estate Chalk Talk. Give us a call, 612-627-8000. That's 612-627-8000. And visit our website, realestatechalktalk.com. That's realestatechalktalk.com. We'll be right back.
Rack Shack attack, Rack Shack barbecue, yeah.
AM 1280, The Patriot.
The highly trained plumbing technicians of H2C Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing can do it all. 50 years of experience helping local homes and businesses with their plumbing needs and issues with water heaters, bathrooms, leaky faucets, and pipe repair. Providing free estimates and bringing back fair pricing to the Twin Cities, and providing 24/7 emergency service. H2C Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Visit myh2c.com.
When we made an offer on our dream home, it was contingent on a home inspection by Inspecta Homes. It was money well spent.
Since 1981, Inspecta Homes has helped buyers evaluate homes. They inspect everything from the grade and drainage to steps, decks, porches, and roof. Inside, they evaluate the windows, doors, and the mechanical systems, so you know you're making a wise choice. So be smart. Call Inspecta Homes for your home inspection, 651-641-0641, or go to inspectahomes.com.
Do you understand what the boss is saying? No, not at all. It's all muffled. Sounds like the mic isn't working or something. Yeah, I know. All I hear is wah, wah, wah. And I figure it's important because this meeting has been planned for weeks. I can't even see what's on the projector. What is he pointing at? I don't know. It's really grainy. It's like my first TV from college. Yeah, well, only another 30 minutes until we can escape for lunch. I got some paper. Want to play tic-tac-toe or something? Yeah, X, center square.
Hi, I'm Mark, president of WNAV Audiovisual. WNAV assists with over 400 Twin Cities events annually with top-of-the-line technology for corporate meetings since 1983. At WNAV Audiovisual, we know how important your meetings are, which is why you can put it in the hands of our top technicians. Whether it's an installation project or an employee meeting, don't let technology components ruin what should be a productive, engaging gathering. WNAV Audiovisual, where your meeting is our business. Online at wnav-video.com.
Overwhelmed by your next move? Then take action and call Action Moving, your local Atlas Van Lines agent. With 27 years experience, Action Moving provides quality, reliable moves guaranteed. Get free estimates and competitive rates on local and interstate moves at 1-800-328-3803 or go to actionmoving.com. That's 1-800-328-3803 and mention you heard it on Hittner Real Estate's Chalk Talk Radio. Member of the Better Business Bureau.
Wow.
TPM Flooring's private showroom is amazing.
Wow.
I've never seen a better selection of flooring.
Wow.
TPM Flooring gave me an on-the-spot estimate for my hardwood flooring.
Wow.
Their installers did a fantastic job. They vacuumed their way out the door.
Wow.
Put the wow into your next project with TPM Flooring of Burnsville. They supply and install carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and ceramic tile for your home or business.
Wow.
TPM Flooring. Online at tpmflooring.com.
And now, we return to the purveyors of real estate knowledge. Your Real Estate Chalk Talk.
Hey kids, welcome back to the show. I'm Keith Hittner Sr. here in the studio with Keith Hittner Jr. and Kelvin Kaemingk, the Money Man, 651-231-2500. That's the number to call for Kelvin, 651-231-2500. The rates are great. They're low as can be. Get yourself refinanced. Fall planning season is here, so if you're gathering the troops up to attack the fourth quarter sales goal, charge that sales team up with a healthy protein option by calling the Rack Shack Barbecue Corporate Catering Hotline. The number to call is 612-326-0430, 612-326-0430. Get your meeting meal ordered and feed your staff mouth-watering smoked meats, signature sides and sauces, and all at a very low cost per serving. Good for the bottom line and good for the crew, and it's so easy. Just call Elliot, 612-326-0430, and he'll hook you up. Thomas, I gotta say something though first. We're talking about getting ready for fall and all that stuff and all the fall stuff. I got the guys coming out going to re-insulate.
What are you going to re-insulate?
My attic.
Really?
I had them go up there and it settled down. It's half of what it was. Home is 16 years old, down to 10 inches. No wonder I got ice dams up there. So they're going to go up. They're going to spray foam all of the chutes coming off the sides of ventilation chutes. They're going to put more ventilation in the roof. They're gonna put when we built, there was not required that you put the boxes over the recessed lights, and I got 700 of them.
So you got serious
leaking
loss,
there.
Yeah.
So they're gonna put the boxes over, foam all around that, foam all the penetrations.
How much is that gonna run a guy?
Add another 10 inches.
Huh? $7,000?
10.
10. Yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad for a house the size of the Ponderosa, man.
Yeah, it's a good size foundation. So who's doing that? Do you want to give a shout out or?
That is Dan Hagen's
Dan the man
guy. Dan the man, our handyman.
Yep.
Dan the handyman. He's got some guys coming out there.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, really good. Anyhow, so I'm just kind of excited about that because we've been having last few years trouble with ice dams.
It's a good thing to look at going into the season. Right now, it's terrible weather we've been having for excessive rain, and I'm dealing with the property in Bloomington that has some water coming into the basement. The poor folks around Waseca with their foundations caving in. I mean, it's just some serious things that you can't really avoid in that situation. The ground's just so saturated and literally foundation walls caving in. But there are things that you can do to prevent, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in the fourth segment. But we do have Tom Michaud, our resident carpet expert, flooring expert, rather. All things flooring, tpmflooring.com is their website. The phone number to contact them is there, tpmflooring.com. What is that, 952-746? What does that say?
5157.
952-746-5157. I can't see it from across the way. Time for an adjustment on the glasses, Tom.
Yeah.
It sounds like
it. So thanks for coming in, Tom.
Well, it's great to be back.
You know what I like about you? Other than the fact that you're a good guy.
Good looking.
Not bad looking.
Not bad.
Not
grow a
bad
beard.
looking.
You gotta grow a nice
decent beard.
You guys
You're going to shave that off now. It's not,
shave it
it's
off.
not in
We
vogue
start
anymore.
November 1st.
My kids say, don't shave it off.
Why?
They don't remember what I look like without it.
Right.
Really?
Scare you.
Who's that guy?
Scare
This
'em.
guy grew up here. Keith Sr. had a mustache my whole life growing up. Just a straight stastio.
Yeah.
And then
so
must have
bad.
been after high school he got rid of it. So.
Yeah, I saw some pictures. That was not attractive. It's horrible.
That was the style, though.
It was the style. He looked
Okay.
like Tom Selleck.
Let's get back on it here. So
I
I did look like Tom Selleck.
You can't grow a stash like Tom Selleck.
He had a brush. I bet he brushed that thing.
Yeah.
You know he did.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
so here's the deal.
Here's an ad. Where's a big picture of me?
The lovely and
facial hair
talented.
talk.
Can we talk flooring?
We can. Let's get off facial hair. And
the
go,
lovely
go
and
flooring.
talented Sheila is planning another room rendition. So she's
Lucky you, Tom.
Yep.
I'm excited.
So Tom has been bringing samples to the house as Sheila looks for the perfect floor to go with her concept room. And I don't know I don't know exactly what the concept is.
Okay.
Isn't it going to be a dog thing? Oh
no,
it's
that's
the
the room
history,
that's going away. The dog room's going away.
And
it's gonna...
antique, right? Antique room or whatever.
Yeah.
She wants a whitewashed floor.
What's the purpose of it?
I don't know. She just wants something different. So she's building a room around a furniture set that she bought off of a client. Yes.
So we're gonna buy.
So here's how this works. We go into a house.
Some people collect stamps.
Yep.
You know.
We go in the house and we're selling the house, right? Showing the house. Good. The seller, who's not even our client, has some furniture in the. It's a big old house in Minnie. Has some furniture up on the third floor. And Sheila figures, well, they're old. They're not going to have any more kids. Maybe they want to get rid of this furniture because they're downsizing it. So she buys the furniture off of them, right? Like we need furniture, like I need a home there.
Yeah, because you sit in two chairs in your whole house.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Your desk and your library.
My desk and the library. That's it. That's all. Even in the kitchen, I don't sit down. I eat. I stand because I got to eat quick and get back to work. So So now Tom is doing the work over the room, bringing over different flooring samples. Let's talk a little bit about that process because we've experienced. So I know. I just want you to share a little bit about what that process is when you're meeting with people and talking to them.
Well, the first thing we do is after we get that phone call is find out on the phone what are you doing, what's going on, and instead of having you come out to the showroom right away, is I'll come out and measure that and get an idea of how much square footage we're dealing with. Am I matching something, not matching something? Just get my eyes on that, because then once you come to the showroom, then and I've got all the square footage figured out. Thank you. Get all that figured out, I can then price things out a lot better.
Okay.
Where if you just come to the showroom and I say this is $4 a foot, this
doesn't
is $5,
mean nothing to most people.
Exactly. People are thinking, oh, that sounds inexpensive, but if you're dealing with 100,000 square feet, that's a lot of money.
Right.
So, what we did with you is what I did with all my customers. I came out, measured, talked with you, see what you're really doing, see the conditions, what type of vents am I dealing with, are there any doors in there, and there are. How high can I go up or not go up? And then Sheila sent me a list of things she wanted in that floor. And it was a whitewash floor, and we sent her I think you've got 8, 9, 10 samples.
What's that? What does that mean? Is that a hard surface then, or what's
a hardwood floor?
Like a wood
floor?
She wants a wood floor.
Okay.
With the whitewash meaning it's white.
Okay.
Like some people say they want really dark floors. She wants really white, but not white and off-white.
It's like country French whitewashy look.
So she found some, I found some. We're just pulling them all together and bringing out there. And then once she looks at it, I'll get a bigger sample for her to look at to truly see. And then the best thing I always recommend with any hard surface as far as wood is concerned, I always say go to this website and look at a room of what it's going to look like. Because if you look at 3 pieces of wood,
right,
it doesn't really show you the whole thing. You go to a website now, they finally
have
figured
like
out
a whole room with the picture of it,
and then you can see the knots, the character, all that stuff. So I always say go look at it.
I have a question for you on the hard surface flooring. We don't care about yours, Calvin.
The
hard surface flooring upstairs. Then talk about the process, not like a whole process, but do we have to prep that subfloor then at all? Or is it going to be substantial enough for us just to throw hardwood floors on and not worry about the flex, and because it's not going on concrete or anything
Correct.
like that?
So on his floor, it's plywood, so we're fine. So we'll rip up the carpet, we'll go. I always look, I find out what's the year of the house. When was it built? Because some houses in Bloomington, St. Paul, Burnsville, what I found out is once we rip up, there's 2 layers. There's a 1/2-inch plywood, and then there's what I call chipboard or buffalo board. I can't nail into that. I have to pull that up, put new plywood down, and then go. So I'm pulling up corners, vents, trying to see what I'm dealing with.
Sure. Cool. Calvin?
What do you got going on?
Well, my question was around refinishing. Are you done with your whitewash thing? Okay. So refinishing floors, and then what if you wanted to change the color of your floor? So, for example, let's pretend it was kind of oakish looking, and now they want to update it and go to a darker floor. Sure. What's the process for that, and what's the...
Well, what I like to do on site is, instead of giving you little teeny chips of stain, we kind of get an idea of where you're at in that spectrum. Are we talking really dark, really just a little bit? And then what we can do is come out once you agree on a price. So we'd price out the square footage and with the stain. So we've got that. Once you say
we want to go to from a honey gold to like a walnut.
Right, exactly. We'll sand an area once you agree you want us to do the job. Then we'll come out and do sample spots on your wood floor.
Okay.
So you can look at it and say, I like that one. You point to it, do it, and then we'd sand the whole floor and do that color for you. So I want you to see it.
Because then you know that's particular species of wood or how's
the grain, how's it taking, all that stuff. I want you to be happy with that.
What if you do your samples and you say, well, I want this one that's lighter, and now you've got this dark spot over there?
We sand it all off.
Oh, it can come off.
Yeah, now you have a big dip in the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Trip.
Just that one spot.
Trip over that one area.
No, you don't have that.
It doesn't take much to get it
You
up.
don't have that. No, not at all. So that's what we do with that.
Okay. Pretty expensive to do that? My wife wants to do that, right?
Like price per square foot.
Yeah.
So you're looking at about $4 a square foot to sand and finish. Then with the stain, add 65 cents.
Now,
so for me, $3.
For you,
all right, Calvin.
For you,
double.
$5.
Get your price quote and have them come and measure it.
$5.
I want to talk about the durability of these wood floors. We're talking a lot about wood floors because everybody knows about carpet and it's been around forever. But there's so much now tend towards wood and different kinds of woods and different laminates and different finishes and all that stuff. And there's always a concern that you're going to have a chair, a wrought iron chair that the kid's going to drag across the floor and scratch that contact paper off, essentially.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
We got no time left in this segment, so we're going to run over into the next segment.
Okay.
But I just moved into my house. All the floors were refinished. And, of course, I have 3 kids. They're already getting beat up. I've just resigned myself to the fact that we're going to give this thing 7 years and refinish them. Right?
Sounds like a plan.
We'll talk more about that when we return. This is Real Estate Chalk Talk. Log on to realestatechalktalk.com. That's realestatechalktalk.com. We'll be right back.
Get that Rack Shack attack, Rack Shack barbecue. Yeah.
AM 1280, The Patriot.
New Age Technologies provides effortless entertainment and control with the push of a button. We conceive, customize, and install innovative technologies for your home and business, including home theater systems, home security, whole home audio, commercial and home automation, and home surveillance, and much more. Discover our residential services or commercial services and contact us today for more information at nahometheater.com.
New Life Contracting, specialists in roofing, siding, windows, gutters, and paint for your home. New Life Contracting features GAF Master Elite Roofing Contractors. Only 1% to 2% of contractors nationwide qualify as Master Elite Roofers. That means New Life Contracting can offer better warranties on the GAF product lines. That means special training every year and extended warranties that put New Life Contracting into an elite club that wins awards and provides unmatched service and work for you since 1998. Learn more at newlifecontracting.com and click on Free Estimate.
Hi, it's Mike Gallagher for Park Chrysler Jeep. As a former Jeep owner, I loved every minute of my Jeep experience. Whether running to the store or hitting the open road, there's no experience like it. Park Chrysler Jeep with their destination location in Burnsville.
You'll feel the difference when you walk in the door at family-owned Park Chrysler Jeep of Burnsville. Whether you're a Jeep fan or considering a Jeep for the first time, they invite you to stop in. If you're tired of your current vehicle or you just owe too much money on it, don't worry. Park Chrysler Jeep has a program for you. Now's the perfect time to get a quality new or used vehicle from Park Chrysler Jeep. Just 15 minutes south of the Mall of America in Burnsville. Park Chrysler Jeep. Online at parkchryslerjeep.com.
Family owned since 1957, there's a reason why people travel from out of state to have the Park Chrysler Jeep experience. Whether you need a Jeep or just need one service, there's only one, Park Chrysler Jeep, or online at parkchryslerjeep.com.
Inefficient heating and cooling systems can really take a toll on your utility bill and comfort levels. The trained technicians at H2C have been helping local homes and business owners for over 50 years. They make sure that every system is operating at its peak performance. Energy-efficient heating and cooling systems from the highly trained experts at H2C Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, bringing back fair pricing to the Twin Cities. Visit myh2c.com.
Get that Rack Shack attack, Rack Shack barbecue. To do you right, we take time for a barbecue flavor that will blow your mind. Get that Rack Shack attack, oh, Rack Shack barbecue. Made fresh daily, we cater to you. Homemade sauces, secret rubs too. It's America's food and the right thing to do. Get that Rack Shack attack, Rack Shack barbecue. Yeah.
Welcome back, Coco. Welcome.
Here we are.
Welcome back. This is your Real Estate Chalk Talk, and we're in the Money Talk segment, but we're going to finish up with Tom from TPM Flooring first when we went out to break.
Do you remember your question?
I do. We were wanting about durability of these floors, and because I want to know that if they were talking about hardwood floors, how popular they are, how everybody wants them, what's the difference between the new floors that you get and the old floors that they were putting in at the turn of the century, you know, that have been in the house for 100 years, you resand them and all that stuff, dogs, cats, kids, you name it, been on that floor. And now we're looking at putting new floors in our house, and my wife doesn't want to put them in until because we might have some of the my daughter and her kids moving in for a short time, and she's worried that they're going to wreck the floor.
Well, 3/4 inch solid floors that you finish on site, about the same as what they've been before, because you always sand and finish them. We've taken wood floors out of houses that you'd never think you'd be able to finish, and we're able to. You just go down a little bit deeper and you can do that.
Okay.
Now what you're seeing is the engineered floors that are or the 3/4 inch pre-finished.
Oh, real wood floors. I mean, you put those little foam or whatever daubers on the bottom of the chair. Mm-hmm. If you get like a rock underneath one of those,
you're scratched.
Oh my gosh.
Well, yeah, you got to remember, any
drives me nuts.
Any wood floor is going to scratch
before you sit down.
So easy though,
even with laminate. It doesn't matter. It's going to scratch.
Is there a difference in the factory finish, the baked-on finish, the this finish, the that finish? Is one of the finishes, are they harder than the other ones?
So the stuff done at the factory is truly done under conditions that they can control.
Okay.
So it's not at a house where the humidity is up and down and things like that. It's controlled, so they can put more coats. They put more coats on it, and then they put like an aluminum oxide thing on there, so it can take a beating.
So that's better.
Quite a bit. Yeah, it's harder. It's things like that.
Also,
but it still can scratch.
Also, if you're going through the process of finishing on site and you don't wait till your first coat dries properly, and then you go back and hit it with the final, like 6 months later, you got ooze coming out in between the boards.
And then you could have spots and things
My
like
house.
that.
Right. Yeah, I think that wasn't the question we were
Really?
dealing
Well,
with.
we just want to know. Okay, so talk about the hardness of the floors.
Yeah, so the hardness, and then each species is harder than the other, and it's called the Jinka scale. You can Google that one.
Okay.
And it'll tell you which one is harder by nature, and then we just can, if it's on-site finish, we just put 3 coats on there. If it's
do they chip then?
What chip?
Well, when something says hard, a surface is hard that's stuck on top of a board, then I worry about chipping.
Oh no, it's
like a rock hits your car and you got a chip in the paint.
Again, it's wood floor.
Okay.
You got to remember it's wood floor. It's gonna scratch. Even laminate floors, engineered, any of those type of floors will scratch if enough pressure, rock, sand, something gets on there. Okay. You can always do, every couple years we do recommend a buff and coat.
Okay.
We come in, we don't go all the way down. We just take that one layer off, put a new layer on, make it shiny, make it look good. But if the scratches are too deep, it doesn't take those out.
How about these floors that look like scraped? You know, the scraped wood floors.
Oh, hand scraped floors. They're beautiful. Pluses and minuses of that is you would never sand and finish those. You just replace boards.
Okay.
To keep that look. Because once you take that pre-finish that has hand scraped and you sand it, that character that you wanted is now gone.
Right.
And you just have the wood floor. So
let's talk about the repairing then and some of those things before Kelvin bores us to death with interest rates. How about the stability of the floor? Keith was talking about how he has so much moisture in his house, and he's got this high humidity.
Gotta be super careful with that.
Very much so. You got to control it. It says everything in all the warranties. It's just you have to keep your house certain temperatures, certain humidity.
What's
Otherwise,
ideal for a wood floor?
30.
Right around there.
30, 25, 30.
So the issue is good luck in this weather.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to expand and contract. That's wood floor. It's just going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But once if it goes in right, and we did our job right, when the moisture does come back to normal, it should be okay.
Yeah. So what I understand about it is that you'll get like this cupping.
Yes.
So you get a little cupping in the wood floor because the wood's pressing against each other and it's kind of pushing itself down, or the moisture, like say below, and it's evident to me underneath my unfinished mechanical room in my front entryway. It is cupping, right? It's very slight, but I can see it.
You can see it.
Yep, it's cupping because the wood is being pulled down to the basement in the center of the board. Now, if one were to come through and say, "Oh, well, if the moisture content is in that wood and you sand it down and refinish it,
then it goes
now it's going to hump on you."
Correct.
In the other, and then once it does that, you're done. You got to replace the
That's
floor.
why if anybody comes in and says, "Hey, let's redo these floors," I'll say, we've got a thing that we can check the moisture level.
Yeah,
in
you
your
got to be
stuff.
super careful.
And I
with
throw the
environment.
prong in there and I go, not yet.
Yeah, you got to wait.
What's the best time of year to refinish floors and stuff like that? Is there a better or worse time of year?
Well, I'd be saying right around now, summer, but we've had so much rain. It's just incredible.
So do you want to
humidity.
install in the lower humidity time frame?
What we do is we go, because we're installing new floors all the time,
right.
that I check the moisture of your plywood, I check the moisture of your wood that's going in, and if there's a 3% variance, we're okay. Anything above that, I'm not touching the floor.
The science of installing wood floors, there it is.
It is there. So.
Well, I think there's a common misconception about oak and maple, that maple is softer than oak, right?
It is.
Is it?
Yes.
On the Jenka scale, it's not.
Are you looking at the actual floor, or are you looking at
Jenka hardness test?
Interesting. Of an
oak?
oak?
Hard maple or sugar maple, 1450 LBF.
Okay.
Right?
And then what's the other
White
one?
oak, 1360.
What's red oak?
Well, no. Red oak is 1290.
Okay. Interesting.
Maple is
I was going off
is
top
harder.
That's why I say look it up.
Look it up.
Look it up.
Jenka scale. Well, thanks, Tom. Tom from TPM Flooring. That's tpmflooring.com. The phone number is 952-746-5800.
5157.
952-746-5157. They have a great website, lots of samples on there. Give them a call and check out their website at tpmflooring.com. You guys are great. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
Yep.
Kelvin, do you have some money stuff?
I don't know. Rates are good.
Not really. Rates are pretty good.
Really?
They didn't raise. The Fed didn't raise its rate, did it?
You're killing me.
Yes,
here we go. Fed. No change in the markets this week with the Federal Reserve. Janet came out, and you and I both knew that nothing's going to happen before the election. However,
why is that?
Why?
Why is that? There's so much
because it's all politically motivated.
Corrupt.
It's all corrupt.
So have you seen the movie The Big Short?
Yes.
Yeah. So The Big Short, they're like, why aren't they devaluing? Why aren't they devaluing? Why? Because there's so much corruption. And for me, I know it. They're not going to raise the rates. They're not going to disrupt the economy because if they raise the rates, the market's going to tank. And there's going to be this unrest in the markets prior to a debate, prior to an election. And if they don't have that, then the incumbent who's coming in, incumbent party that's coming in, probably is going to get hit in the polls and yada, yada, yada. It's crap.
Well, it says here, what's interesting, it says the Fed voted not to raise policy rates
just
at
my
this week's
opinion.
meeting. Yeah, thank you. But did leave the door open for a hike before the end of the year. Odds currently favor December.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Odds favor December. So just crazy. It
was supposed to be twice though. It was supposed to be twice, and now it's going to be like 0.6.
So then what happens with the market again? Stocks rally on the news, hitting new highs. Bonds also improve, which has supported lower mortgage interest rates before loan pricing. So anyway, labor market remains
now you can
strong.
lock me in a lower rate than you quoted me?
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, we'll be at least a quarter lower.
Good.
Than I
Good.
quoted.
Your real estate guys, though, your mortgage guys came out with a video saying refis are going away. Did you watch that video?
I did not watch
we'll
that video.
To watch that video after the
Was
show.
that yeah? Well, they always say everybody's always wrong. So that's all I know in our business. Everybody's always wrong. So, rates continue to be really good.
Yeah,
15
true.
years,
It's
20
great.
year, 30. We're moving people from 30 to 20 to 10s to 15s. I mean, we're really busy. So if you have an interest rate that is at 4.5 or more, we should really have a conversation. If you've been in your mortgage for 5, 6, 7 years, let's have a conversation because we might be able to pop you to a 20, cut another 3 years off.
I think an important thing, Kelvin, is if you've got a HELOC or a second mortgage,
yep.
The rates, if they're going to raise the rates after the election, they're going to okay. So that the Fed rate is going to impact HELOCs. It's going to impact car loans. It's going to consumer
impact
credit,
savings accounts.
Right.
Lightly.
Right. So what's going to happen then is your second mortgage now, which you think is so cheap, isn't going to be so cheap.
Right.
So why not lock that rate in with a first, combine the thing, get your money tied down at low rates all the way around, and you'll wind up, paying yourself back.
Right. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. That's what you're doing right now. Is just taking all that money, locking in the lowest rate for the term that makes most sense for your situation, and tying it. When you can tie up 3% money, it's ridiculously cheap.
And that's on a 15 or what?
10. Yeah.
That's super good.
It's really good.
Is it 3% now? Because that's not what you quoted me.
No, it's about 3.5.
Senior's
3.5
right now,
right?
right?
Yeah, get it right under 4.
Yeah, well, then I won't do it.
So no, but rates continue to be good, and the market's good. So, so if you want to have a conversation, love to have that. 651-231-2500. Share with you real quick. Well, go ahead.
I wanted to spend just like a minute or half a minute on the market. We have this normal push right now. It's a very natural push for folks to list their houses and sell their houses prior to the signal flying.
Mm-hmm.
And we've actually seen a spike in inventory. So folks are taking advantage of the remaining portion of the market that we have. It's a very natural time for people to sell their houses prior to winter every year. Had a handful of calls and emails last week from people that I was talking to this summer that were dragging their feet a little bit on it, and now they're saying, what should we do?
Yeah.
And our advice is go ahead. We have this natural push now over the next couple of months prior to the end of November to get contracts in place, and those closings then will take place in December a lot of times, and we'll finish out the year strong. So we're confident in that. We know that's going to happen. It happens every year at this time. You can definitely give us a call. If you're thinking about making a home sale, we can make that quick for you, 612-627-8000. That's 612-627-8000. My cell phone or Keith Sr.'s cell phone will ring, and we'll pick it up, and we'll answer your questions for you. Again, that's 612-627-8000. $8,000. That's all for this week. Give us a shout out online, realestatechalktalk.com. That's realestatechalktalk.com. Go Vikes!
Get that Rack Shack attack, Rack Shack barbecue. Yeah.
Hey, it's Kelvin Kaemingk, the money man from your Real Estate Chalk Talk. It's hard to believe that we're in our 7th season with the show. I love the conversations we have on a weekly basis and know that I'm here to help you with your new purchase or refinance. We never charge an origination fee, so don't believe your lender when they say it's a required or standard fee. Also, if you mention this ad, I'll cover the cost of your appraisal when we close on your home loan. It's time for a smart conversation. Call me today at 651-231-2500. Again, 651-231-2500. You're going to like the way we work. American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, NMLS number 150953.
Relief in Tucson red. Feeling better in Santorini blue. No matter what the color, Wow One Day Painting gets any job done in a day guaranteed. The experts at Wow One Day Painting take away your stress with a free on-site quote and spotless cleanup. Uniformed, professional, and on time. So stay mellow in yellow and relax when you have Wow One Day Painting on the job. Call Wow One Day Painting 1-888-969-1329. WowOneDayPainting.com.